In the second episode of Land of Tanabata, Emi, Nanmaru, Tagaya, and Tomoko arrive in Marukami village. They make an unsuccessful attempt to find out more about Professor Masami Murakami. The locals appear to keep to themselves and avoid making small talk with outsiders. It's not until Nanmaru and Tagaya walk into a cafe that they hear the villagers mention the professor. But when they look into it more, they discover that the people were merely discussing the Tanabata celebration. When the locals learn that Nanmaru is a descendant of the Minamimaru family, their attitude changes and they become much friendlier. Emi had previously disclosed that, although having the Minamimaru surname, Nanmaru is actually descended from the Murakami family. Tagaya clarified that Tadayori Minamimaru's relative Murakami brought his youngest child to be adopted by the Minamimaru family in order to carry on the family line since Tadayori Minamimaru died without having children. The fact that Nanmaru is a Murakami family descendant so fascinates the villagers. The Tokyo group talks among themselves about Tanabata, or the Star Festival, which commemorates the meeting of the Japanese deities Orihime and Hikoboshi, symbolized by the constellations Vega and Altair, respectively. Since the celebration is typically held on July 7th, the group is taken aback to learn that Marukami Village is celebrating it in June. Later, after referring to Nanmaru as young master, the villagers throw a feast in his honor. A detective stops by the villagers during their celebration and suggests that they are the main suspects in a murder case since they had strongly objected to the development of a golf course through the holy Mount Marukami. The following day, Nanmaru and the group trek Mount Marukami in an effort to locate Professor Masami and stop by the locals. Because of Nanmaru's prominence, they are permitted to explore even if entry to the mount is restricted because of the Tanabata celebration. At the summit of the mountain, 7 stones are meticulously arranged in a line, but they discover no other clues. Throughout the episode, we learn that Sachiko works at the cafe where Nanmaru and Tagaya first had their first encounter with the townspeople. Upon visiting Nanmaru, he demonstrates his superpower to her. She tells him to get a normal life and walks away. Later, when Takashi, Sachiko's scary brother, pays them a visit at her house, it's evident that the family is terrified of him. After the Tanabata event, Nanmaru and the group decide to head back to Tokyo. When Nanmaru asks Sachiko about his superpower, she tells him to meet her at the festival. Sachiko says this to him at the cafe. During the Tanabata festival, Tagaya and Emi decide to trek Mount Marukami for the final time, even though it is forbidden to do so. This is after Nanmaru and Sachiko depart. Sachiko tells Nanmaru about the 2 categories of people who are sporadically born into the village, within reach and window openers. While there are numerous window openers, Sachiko being one, there are only 5 telekinetics, including Nanmaru. Sachiko claims that she occasionally experiences nightmares despite the latter's lack of abilities. Both groups, but particularly the within reach, are eligible to hold the position of priest at Mount Marukami. Nanmaru could make more money if he became a priest, but that would tie him to the village and prevent him from leaving. Takashi asks the locals about a new within reach in the meantime, but they won't give him any details. He becomes embroiled with a group of inebriated people and ultimately chops off their feet, exposing a jewel set into his forehead. At the top of Mount Marukami, Tagaya and Emi see an odd ceremony involving flames and stomping. 1 stone is gone, and Emi wonders if the festival, which is scheduled to last 7 days, is supposed to be interrupted by the disappearance of 1 stone every day. Seeing them, the ritualistic group lunges for them, torches blazing. The review of the episode. The main focus of this episode is on Nanmaru and his connection to Marukami Village. We also learn about the 2 categories of individuals, window openers and within reach. Although the individuals within reach possess telekinetic abilities, the abilities of the window openers are unclear. The ridiculous names given to these people seem to have lost a lot of the cultural significance. Like many works of Japanese science fiction, the show tends to focus more on the plot than the people. As a result, Nenmaru's thoughts of discovering her mission or possessing a supernatural skill are incredibly vague. Since the show is setting the stage for the action that will take place in the upcoming episodes, no character stands out,